Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Skitnolly. So today I'm going to make a really quick video talking about my top 5 biggest fears for BMT. Number 5, my biggest fear, or not my biggest fear, my least biggest fear is going to be getting yelled at. Like, I've been yelled at a lot throughout my whole entire life. I mean, not really. Like, I was a pretty good kid, so when I got yelled at, it kind of hit deep. But I'm only 18, so like, I mean, that's 18 years of getting yelled at essentially. But BMT is gonna be really different because I've never been yelled at by that many different people and that much. So I'm just kind of nervous on how I'm going to react to it. I really can't say anything more specific about it because it hasn't happened yet, but I like, that's just one thing I'm really nervous for. Is like, wow, like, how loud are they gonna be, you know, how often are they gonna do it, are they gonna like belittle you, you know? So I'm just kind of nervous from that side of things. My number 4, I have a list, by the way. My number 4 is gonna be being exhausted. So if you know me or anything about me, I work at Starbucks and I love coffee, and I'm not saying that because like I'm a fake button pressing barista. I'm just saying, like, aside from Starbucks, I do love like the real coffee culture and all that sort of stuff, like manual brewing, all that stuff. But I also work at Starbucks as a button presser, so like it's just kind of both of the things. But I drink so much coffee on a daily basis, and I don't know, like, really need to start leaning myself off before I go to BMT. And then another thing is that at BMT, like my regular day right now, I go to bed at like 11 to 12 at night, and I wake up at like 9 in the morning, and then do everything in between. I get really good sleep. I'm kind of nervous about sleeping at BMT. I'm nervous about like constantly going, and just kind of stuff like that, because I know how I react to stress, and I know that I might be really exhausted. And I know I'm gonna get immune to it eventually, but I'm just nervous for at first when it all hits super hard. So I am really nervous about getting exhausted. Number 3 is gonna be PT, right? Yep. Now, I've talked to a lot of people in rap. I've talked to a lot of people who know friends who were at BMT, people who were in BMT, and they all say PT is a joke, PT is easy. But at the end of the day, I haven't been through, so I can't like make my own opinions like that. I am super nervous for PT. I know I can run like a mile and a half at a really decent time. I could do the push-ups, I could do the sit-ups, like I know that. Now, I just get really nervous because it's like, like, what are they gonna make us do besides the PT test? You know, like flutter kicks and planks and stuff like that. Like, what if I mess up and then make everybody else mess up? Like, I just kind of get nervous for stuff like that. But so my number 2 thing is going to be being away from home. Amor, who is my significant other, is like, it's huge. It's huge for me. Like, I have my little tiny family, which I talked about in my last video. I have my dogs, and I have her. If I'm not alone, I'm with her 100% of the time. So the fact that I'm gonna be away from her for like 2 months, 4 months, sucks so much. Like, it's something that I can't even comprehend. And like that literally is my number 2. Like, it's being away from home because she is my home. And then that ties directly into number 1 because my number 1 is failing. Like, I don't want to be a failure. Not only do I have to accomplish this because of her, but I have to accomplish this because of all the people that know I'm joining and you guys who are watching the video. So it's like, okay, what happens if I made all these videos about going to BMT, and then on the other side it's like, hey guys, I failed, I was only gone for a month, just kidding. You know, it's like, fuck, like, what if I get recycled and like people have to change their flight plans, or, you know, what if something goes wrong? What if I get hurt? You know, what if it's out of my control? So that's my number 1, you know, biggest fear, which ties directly into number 2 of being away from her. So, I mean, like, I'm a really confident person, so I'm not really like, oh, like, I'm gonna get hurt, you know. I know that I can make it, and I've been told so many times, like, if you have the mentality going in that you're gonna make it, you're not gonna have any problems getting through it. So I'm not really concerned there. It just kind of is that constant nagging in the back of my head of like, oh, like, you might fail and stuff like that. But I just kind of push that aside because miss me with that negativity. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave your ship dates and your AFSCs down below so I can connect with you, and all of you guys can kind of connect on a different level. Let me know your top 5 biggest fears. Stay tuned for my top 5 things I'm most excited for video, because I'm going to be uploading that, and then I'm going to be uploading like the Q&A before I leave, and then that's pretty much it, because 9 days is not that long. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any video requests or anything like that, just don't feel free to leave them down below, and don't forget to add my Snapchat. That was in the beginning of the video, and it's also going to be at the end. So anyways, thank you so much for watching.